What's up, guys? It is BestSmokedHam here again today with a episode of the SmokedHam Game Podcast. I like to record these ahead of time so I can make sure they're available on all our platforms on Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn, YouTube, Google Podcast, and Audio Mac. I'm kind of like recording this. Well, it wasn't more like a backstory to this recording. It was more like I was gonna do some stream of Fortnite. Didn't realize I had a 40-minute update, so I decided, hey, might as well record an episode of the podcast in that time frame. So I'll move my mic away from my mouth a little bit because I'm noticing like a lot of activity on OBS. So this should be better. We'll find some topics now. Actually, wrestling wise, I was actually let's see if I can pull up some wrestling here. Gotta find WrestleMania 38 like rumors and stuff. So, because I was hearing that there could be like a Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Kevin Owens. So I'm just looking up Stone Cold versus Kevin Owens. Now, the main backstory to this is there's not really a backstory kind of to this. So let me hop over here real quick. It's a different scene here. Okay, so yep. So it's not yet working. I got to of this. There we go. I had to change what to show in the video. So this is what we're currently on. Let me just head back over here. This is what we're on. Now we actually have a few stuff that I should talk about wrestling wise. Now the first one is Stone Cold versus Kevin Owens. As you kind of see, W's hoping for Stone Cold to come back just to have like a one last match type thing. So let's look at the New York Post and see what they said. WWE wants Stone Cold Steve Austin to wrestle at WrestleMania. Okay, makes sense. It's in Texas. AT&T Stadium, Dallas, Texas. And yeah, that's a pretty big thing. And it's weird when you look at it because why is all of a sudden we try to make this a big, stupendous WrestleMania? Obviously, you want to make every year WrestleMania a big one, right? Like you want to make your biggest event of the year, which is WrestleMania, a big one for people to remember. And if it always had them recently be in Texas, makes sense. Let's see. I'm trying to think how many were in Texas. I know there's 17, 32, 38 this year. I gotta look up WrestleMania 38 or WrestleMania Texas. If I can spell. Oh my. Okay. Okay, let's see if it shows like how many WrestleManias have been in Texas. Because you have 38. Actually, we'll just do WrestleMania 38 Wikipedia. Because I think Wikipedia should like tell you which one is with the location. Here we go. 25. Oh, 25. 25th one was in Texas. Did not know that. I did actually not know where the 25th one was, actually. It's pretty cool. I think this right here, WrestleMania 17, was probably, if not one of the greatest WrestleManias of all time. And I did not know they did that for this one. This article is part of a series about the Attitude Era. I should make like a podcast episode just about the Attitude Era and what it was and what it meant. Or I could do that afterwards. Curl a separate thing and schedule that on a different episode. But let's go back here. So WrestleMania 38. Now let's look at just by 38. Let's look at some matches they have so far, which is just these three matches. Now, obviously, the thing that they kind of give away is Elimination Chamber, which is technically this Saturday. But when you guys watch this, you guys already have the winner, which probably gonna be Becky Lynch, obviously. But here they put Becky Lynch as your champion. Now, if you look at the dates, it is February 15. So this is time-wise a little before. So they're pretty much saying Becky Lynch is retaining, which they wouldn't have Lita win, because it makes no sense. Now, the Goldberg thing was, because Elimination Chamber is also going to be Brock. No, it's going to be Brock's Elimination Chamber match against the championship. Now, if I go back to, there's no, are you kidding me? Sorry for switching subjects, but don't tell me there's another one. Apparently, there's going to be another WrestleMania Backlash. Whoop, I just X out of it? Yep. Whoops, let me just do this. There's going to be another Backlash, which the thing is, when you think of it, is if you're going to do WrestleMania Backlash, you have to have all the matches from WrestleMania, just rematches of those. Don't add different matches. Thus, saying, call it WrestleMania. See, the concept of the event is based around the Backlash from WrestleMania 38. Have rematches there, and maybe have different champions win. Or they're just going to have the same champions retain and make no sense. Like, seriously. So I go here. I think Standover is... Okay, here we go. Try and go to Elimination Chamber. Here we go. So, we'll go out the matches. Here we go. Oh, wow, I didn't know this happened match. Didn't know this happened. Rey Mysterio versus The Miz at Elimination Chamber. That's going to be probably most likely, hopefully, Rey Mysterio, but most likely, for some reason, it's going to be The Miz. I can feel it. But this match right here, Bobby Lashley versus Brock versus Seth Rollins versus Austin Theory, Riddle and AJ Styles. I honestly think Brock will win the championship again. Walk in WrestleMania to go against Roman and make it a title versus title. Or I'll just say make a title unification match. Just call it that and go with that. Because it can like end the brand split is what they should mostly do. So I don't know why I haven't decided to do that yet. But give it time, they probably hopefully will. Alright, here is the Universal Championship match, which I've seen a lot of people say stuff about this one. It also makes sense if you think about it. Have Goldberg win it. Next week on SmackDown, lose it to Roman. Or relinquish it and Roman gets it. Like a Battle Royale for the title, for example. Or a title match that night between two competitors. You know, try to do something like that to keep it fresh. Have a different champion, because then what you're doing is you're also giving Roman Reigns another title reign. Like he'll be, I'm not sure how many Universal title reigns he's had, so I have to look that up real quick. On here, just gotta scroll down to championships. So he's two-time Universal champion. I knew he wasn't that much. Do that, you can make it 3-time Universal champion. I'll make him a 6-time overall champion in WWE. Do it like that and call it good. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense, but, you know, it's probably not what they want to do. But you could. Because it'll make everything different and interesting on SmackDown. Now, Becky Lynch versus Lita. I have Becky Lynch retaining. Set the match at WrestleMania against whoever wins this match right here. Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley. Whoops, not that one. This one right here. Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley, Bianca, Doudrop, Nikki ASH, and Alexa Bliss. So obviously Alexa Bliss is back now wrestling. Ever since, I believe, Extreme Rules. Wow, it's been since September. I believe Extreme Rules was in September, I believe. Oh, wow, it's been that long. Wow. They have Ronda Rousey, Naomi versus Charlotte Flair, and Sonya Deville. Probably, honestly, for some weird reason, they're gonna have Sonya. Isn't how they want like probably enter the match, and the way they're doing it on SmackDown is, okay, you have a Sonya and a Naomi feud, but you have no reason for a feud. You're gonna keep it going for a while now because it's been going for shoots. I think maybe since the draft, and that was back in October. I believe it was. So they have a few going from that time, pretty much going to WrestleMania now. That is it's kind of getting bored of that feud, honestly. They gotta do something different. So I'm shocked she didn't get fired technically for being an authority figure on that on WWE programming. I was kind of hoping and waiting for that one, but overall they didn't do that for some reason, which is kind of weird. But hey, it's them. Their product, they do whatever they want. But I would more just have like Adam Pearce or someone else come out as the on-screen authority figure, other than her. But we don't know. Usos versus the Viking Raiders. I want pretty much the Viking Raiders to win. Stop the Usos' reign as SmackDown Tag Team Champions. How long have they been champions for? Because it's been since July 18th, I believe. Or was it 16? I think it was 18. So let's just do days since July 18th, 2021. So a 212-day reign so far. It'll be more because it'll be Saturday. But, you know, I think they're longest reign too, so I'll see a match for Raw Tag Team Championships. So that's probably gonna be on Raw sooner or later. And then you got Roman versus Goldberg. Okay. McIntyre versus Moss. I'm not really kind of understanding that match a little bit. There, see, understand, cause you watch like program stuff, SmackDown, you'll see what they're trying to get at with the whole rivalry and thing and whatever. But now what they're thinking is having Corbin go into WrestleMania, go against Drew, which kind of makes sense, but that's most likely gonna be like the day one thing, or not the pay per view. I mean, it's like day one type match, like or what I'm getting, it's gonna be a night one. Shouldn't have said day one. I should have said night one. Pretty much night one for WrestleMania. Saturday is what that match will be on, since it's not like a big match, or it's not for like a title or anything. I believe I went over all these matches so far. Now, another thing is, it's Friday, or technically this upcoming Friday, or actually, I wonder if I can show it up on Twitter. If I can. Just gotta look for, profile. Just don't want that. We should do some automation stuff, so if you guys follow Twitter, you guys get notification on videos. So, I gotta look up WE. I hope it shows like all the other accounts because they all have WE in it. I need this one. It's gonna show stuff like for the video game. I just want the what they posted not too long ago. Or I think it was earlier. Oh no, go back. It was, I think, it was last week, I believe. So if you guys, I'll just tell you what while I'm looking for it. They actually posted that there will be a new champion crowned Friday on SmackDown tapings. So you're like, okay, kind of, why are you saying this already? But then they also did, which also makes sense, because you don't want your results to get leaked or already announced on like a WrestleMania, like WrestleFeed that kind of announces what your results are for recordings like this, like tapings and stuff like that. And so I think I should almost be there because this was Monday. I believe it was like last Friday when they did the recording, because I think they recorded right afterwards. But they make so many tweets there on Monday. My God. First hour was commercial free. Really? Wow, I did not know that. I honestly did not know that. I got to. Oh, sweet, Farouk's gonna be on the next episode of the Broken Skull sessions, which is pretty cool. Oh my god, this is. Okay, now we're on Sunday. That was Friday. Why is there so many posts? I kind of honestly regret not liking on this account. Okay, okay, so it's gonna be around here somewhere. No, wait a minute. This was Sunday. Oh, this is still Sunday. Here we go. Sorry if that took a while. um, Now this right here is what I'm looking at. New champion crowned at SmackDown tapings in New Orleans, LA, or Louisiana. This made a lot of sense because you don't want to go out, like you don't want to get out there that hey, new champion's here. They might as well just say it now. And the way they did was pretty cool. So I could just went to the website to look for it too. Forgot about that. Now it says tune in to SmackDown next Friday on Fox to see how the Master Strategists emerged victorious in a hard-fought battle for the gold. Well, now that Sami Zayn won, you got. If I'm not sure if you guys don't know what their next plan is, their next plan is to have John Knoxville versus Sami Zayn for the title. If you're doing something like that, cool. You're gonna have some fans, right? You're gonna have a lot of fans at. Well, I'm trying to go to a picture of WrestleMania. It's kind of like a little full screen here. At WrestleMania, you're gonna do that. What you're also doing is making a title seem not important with the history of that title. So what you're doing is, yeah, you're one making a good rivalry go back and forth, but you don't need to put a title in it. What you're doing is they're making that title seem like it's worthless. Well, it kind of is by the way it's been like how Shinsuke was mostly injured and they did have him lose it, and he's now kind of in total reigns. Why he's the longest reigning champion with that belt in all his reigns, which is I think only two. So you look at it, he only defended like twice. Why wouldn't you just have him like lose or relinquish it, give it to someone who actually wrestle SmackDown and defend it a lot more, and then maybe when he's healed, have another rematch for the title and just go from there? Why would you have him still your champion as he's still injured? And whoops, hold on. I think I just had a pop up, so there we go. Okay, back to normal. Um, so why would you kind of still have him as your champion if he can't actually perform? And he was more just sideline with Rick Boogs the whole time, pretty much just there, just in there. Um, so it's just weird with that, and you kind of like ruin that title's history. The other match at WrestleMania. Oh wait, I don't think there's any other matches declared WrestleMania yet. I think I kind of discussed them all of them so far, around like 4 episodes. Um, One thing I am thinking, or actually not thinking, happened earlier today. Today is the 15th. So when you're listening to this, it's gonna be a week later. You guys probably already hear this. AEW, or Cody Rhodes and Brandi Rhodes, his wife, have left All Elite Wrestling, which is big news, mega big news, because they kind of helped make the company what it is today. And other talks are Cody Rhodes might be returning to WWE. So if you think about it, people are saying, oh, that could be Evasion. Like the old WCW, WF Evasion storyline back in 2001. You could do something like that, but I don't think WWE is going that far with the Forbidden Door. They only allowed Impact Wrestling star Mickey James to go in, and they had certain words banned that they couldn't say. They couldn't say Impact Wrestling, they had to say Impact. They couldn't say Knockout Women's Champion, they had to say, or Knockout Champion, they had to say Women's Champion. See, there are certain words that they couldn't say. So they're still kind of strict on a lot of the stuff, but they're a lot lenient a little bit with certain stuff. But I don't see them going the Forbidden Door and letting AEW with a Evasion storyline happen. And it'll just take time. it'll just take time for them to actually do something like that. Now let's just go back here. I'm gonna Google WE Forbidden Door. Oh, I just misspelled. Now, okay, so this was from last month. Oh, this is because the Mickey James thing. Okay. But yeah, WE needs to open up the forbidden door to let new talent in and kind of give the company a good look. Maybe appeal to more fans from New Japan Pro Wrestling, AEW, Ring of Honor, NWA, AAA. You have all these other promotions. You want to expand. They're also, the weird thing was, they're also losing fans, but they're also making a lot of money. And the way they're making money is from their television deals with USA and Fox, but also their deal with Peacock for their rights. Now, they also sold the rights in Indonesia to Disney Plus to get on their platform. Makes sense, which is pretty cool. But also, they're making a lot of money. Now, when you're making a lot of money, is why you kind of like releasing a lot of your superstars. Like you'll release superstars, so pretty much without them knowing. But then when someone asks for the release, you kind of say no. Like Mustafa Ali, he wants to leave, and WWE pretty much won't grant his release, so he won't pretty much be wrestling for a while until his contract expires. And it makes sense. He understands. I understand why he's irritated with it. They should just pretty much grant him his release. Um, I don't think there's really any other topics, I don't believe, to discuss in this episode. I think. Um, it's almost time. My update's almost finished, so I'll be able to hopefully, whew, you know, be able to do a little. I just realized I could stream to YouTube, do a live stream of a podcast episode too if I get Discord stuff set up to allow the output of the Discord call. So we could do live episodes like this in the future, but the part about that is I have to record an MP4 and then convert that over to MP3, and then I'll pull that to all the other platforms. So that'll take a little bit, but it should be fine. Oh yeah, so I'm just gonna be out here for a little bit more because like your update and Switch downloads, and then it'll restart to install your game or your game, and then it'll restart the whole thing, and it just takes a while. So I believe that's it. I don't think there's any other wrestling talk to talk about in the meantime. Um, Also, I'm back to streaming pretty much full time a little bit for a little bit. I think I have a few tests, I believe. I have to take one test next week, and then I have an exam, I believe, coming up soon. Hopefully, it's not next week, scheduling wise. Um, it's for one test that Skull pretty much said yesterday, her last stream, that I was pretty much failing. I'm like, kind of like, no, I can still study. It's not hard. I didn't obviously forget any of the stuff. Two, I pretty much know a lot of it. As long as you pretty much, some of it's stuff we already went over, some of it's common sense. So, it's kind of one of those things where, okay, so I'm in class, and the class is like, wow, how do you know that? He's been gone for over a week for surgery. How do you know? I go, it's common sense. Let's say your computer bad, like your computer overall lose power, and it's actually not one of a battery laptop. What do you use after? Use a UPS. UPS goes out, generator. Because you can't also have a UPS for a UPS. You don't do that. You have a generator. Your UPS is more for kind of you try not to use all of it. Like you have important work, yeah, use that. But it's more for it gives you extra time to like log out everything, log out your files, save everything, and then turn off your computer. Then you're good until the power comes back on. But it's not one where you should be like streaming, playing some games while you are run on a UPS. That's just not the smartest decision. Trust me on that one. I just feel that's and like midstream, everything just goes black, just shuts down because you forget you're on a UPS, but then your power actually didn't kick back on yet. Okay, so now we're updating software at 5 minutes left, so I might be able to talk for a little bit. I'm not sure if I just want to hop off and hop like Discord and just talk to some people. Okay, I got a notification for a Juice WRLD leak that came out this morning. I think it was really yesterday morning, but okay, so it looks more of a sessions of Untitled. One is back home sessions plus stem bounce. The one is real and realer only sessions, and then unheard sessions plus bounce. It's just a lot of the names they call these are just weird, especially with the just leaks, because obviously when I have a leak, there's like obviously like 20 billion different names you can call it, and so they just pick one that sounds good. Like I remember 734 by Juice WRLD. Yeah, one of the names was 734, which is the one I went with. I liked. One was Think Too Much, and I remember one that was weird was, or I haven't heard in a while, was I Hate Being Alone. That was just like someone's title on YouTube was that, to make it seem like a different leak that no one's heard, but it's really the same song. So it's kind of like clickbait a little bit, but then, you know, yeah, it's just different. Um, I'm also gonna ask you guys this: you guys kind of liking the new setup? I got the new stream intro, outro, offline stuff on our streams now. Instead of that solid image, there's actually animation now, which is pretty cool. I have to actually fix it because I forgot to set it to loop. So it will just, after like 5 minutes, it will just like, just go pitch black. And now it's a little issue there. So I have to fix that right there. So it wouldn't just go black again. I have 2 minutes left. I'm actually curious if I can like open up Streamlabs, but also have like as a scene on here. I wonder if I could. Let's try it. I also want to try doing Spotify also, but I'm not sure if Spotify would work on like my Streamlabs setup because so I'm just go to the scene. So it's obviously because that's obviously been shorter. What's Streamlabs? And wow, you guys can actually see it, which is pretty cool. This is actually stuff I go through the background or behind the scenes stuff over here. Get my cursor, if that's some cursor over here. There we go. So this is the warning. This is the game capture. There's gonna see 2 minutes left. I gotta change obviously like the wins today, everything on here, and then a few seconds later, all the overlays will start popping in. Now, not Discord yet because I'm not in the Discord call. So I gotta wait for that hit 150 kills, woohoo, or wins. This is the stream starting in, and then soon, and then offline, then outro is this. These are just other ones I have on here, like starting soon, which technically isn't a thing, so I'm just gonna remove that. Recording is just me doing a recording, so it's pretty much everything the same as the actual stream, but it's just recording. On the computer, well, that's everything here. So you have OBS over here, like the one I'm recording the podcast on, and that's RC is. Oh, RC is recording outro. Gotta change the song. This is Among Us. So I want to do Among Us streams. I gotta adjust some stuff on there. And oh, sweet, perfect. Oh, that's gotta adjust that settings. So that's that. I can actually there we go. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you potentially episode 13. Not sure when I'm releasing that one because I haven't recorded it yet. So, I won't be for a little bit, but thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day.